Yo, what's up guys?
Yo guys.
We're JAGGS, live in our studio, and in a few minutes we will explain how we made TING.
Just wait a few more minutes
For the
till
people.
some more people.
For the first people to tune in. So, we're in our studio right now. And this is the project. I'll play it in the background. If it wants to play, it doesn't play yet. Yeah, there it is. So if you got any questions, just ask them and we will try and answer them during the video. And we will also do a couple of minutes answering questions at the end of the live stream. Shout out to Edgaras. Bedankt Miguel. Ja, dat is super lekker om er zoveel te houden. Shout out to Kailina and to Omar. Shout out to all the people watching right now. So if there are anything special you want to know about this project, oh yeah. Yes, this is FL Studio. Shout out to Jimmy and to Bishop. So, a bit more about the start of TING is this is our first track in 140 BPM, and for this track we wanted to do something new, so that's also why we did it in 140 BPM. The second drop is also 140 BPM. The whole track is 140 BPM except for the intro. It starts with 128. And the reason why we did that is because we want to play it live, and we thought this track was a good transition to 140 BPM. So it starts with 128, and then it goes into 140, and yeah. So let's dive in. So as you can hear, this is 128. And this is the part where it speeds up, although the computer can't handle it very well, as you can hear. It starts to crackle a little bit. Oh, now it works. So it has this really atmospherical build-up, only with a synth playing in the background and the vocal being introduced. And the funny thing about this vocal is that it's from the internet, and it's a Spanish vocal somebody recorded at home, a guy called Sion Daddy, and this is a part we used for this track. And the whole vocal goes like this.
Deja la bulla, la mía tiene un flow, en su cabeza te lío, que lo tuyo siempre tener lo que tengo, lo que tengo, lo que tengo, lo que ten, lo que ten, lo que tengo.
So that's the part we used, yeah, as you can hear. Well, it doesn't handle it very well, but to make it less monotonous and more interesting, we have layered the vocal 3 times and pitched this one down, I think about 7 or 5 semitones. Also this one, we put an effect on it. And yeah, it's all to make it more interesting. We put on some effects like the, yeah, as you can see here, some EQ, some OTT to give it more power, and a dimension expander, which is a really short reverb. And yeah, that's it for the vocal, I guess. If there are any questions, just ask them. Upgrade PC. Yeah. So that's it for the first drop. There's coming more percussion sounds. Computer is having a little bit of trouble with handling the project, but that doesn't matter. Well, of course, in the first drop there's also this kick and bass playing. A kick we made ourselves and we used in all our old tracks like Bleep the Freak, Bass Face, and so on, is this kick. And we layered it with an extra top kick to get that extra attack, and also with a short head. It's really soft, but it's, and then we of course have this bass line playing, this bass line, which comes from Silent. And we EQ'd it like this. More EQ, more EQ, more EQ, cutting off the annoying frequencies about 200 Hertz. And we layered this extra synth to it in the second part of the first drop to get that extra drive. Oh shit. Sorry about that.
And the barf.
And the barf, of course, this one. Gotta keep barfing. And then we are in the breakdown. It starts with this atmospherical part.
Or the thing was able to.
So in this first part, we got a couple of synths playing, like this one from Nexus. And there's more. Where's the other one? Ah, this choir. And of course, we use the vocal chops of TING. And there's another one. Where is it? This bass. I don't know if you can hear it on your on a small speaker, but it's the bass line. So all together they sound like this. And here comes the second synth. Which gives that, what is it, a kind of 80s vibe.
Je broer.
Is dat?
Ja, dat denk ik.
Oh. So this part has kind of the same sounds, but it gets that extra power because we added kicks and the vocal chop. This one. So that's the thing, the same as in the drop. And some hats. So we layered a couple of synths, this one from Silent and this one from Massive, and we used the standard fruity oscillator. And this Spire plug. I don't know if there are any questions.
No, not really that much. What synth do you use for the chore?
For the choir. Let me see. The choir. A question by
Christos Apostolos.
Okay. Oh. What is it? Direct wave. I think. Is this a preset? I think it's a preset. Yeah, so direct wave. But it's not the best choir sound. You also have a lot of sample packs that include nice choir sounds. Okay, so then we go into the second build-up to the Hell Breaks Loose part. So this one really builds up a lot of energy. It got some snares playing. It has the synths from the breakdown that loop and pitch upwards to really create a lot of energy for this second drop. Let me solo them. So these are the break synths. It also has this kinda hardstyle-ish sound. Where is it? The kick. Oh, this is a sound we made in Harmer. Which sounds like this if you turn off all the effects. And like that if you turn them on. So what happens? Oh shit. The snares.
There's a question.
Yeah, question?
Patrick asks, how did you make the LFO vocal at the end of the first drop?
I'll show you in a minute. We made it in where is it? It's this part. It's from Ableton. We made it in Ableton. Or is it from this? Oh, it's from here, I think. Oh no, it's not. This was the first tryout. Yeah, we made it in Ableton. We got the thing out, and the thing goes. Put it in Ableton, and then we played with the project tempo, and sped it up until it sounded like this. But I can show you in a minute. We're at the second drop already. So I think this is the first hardstyle-ish kick we made. It's this all together without this part. So let me see. It's been a while since we opened this project, so so this is a nasty sound. The kick, as in the first drop, and we added some sounds to it, like of course this one, which stands out the most, but also this part. And this is another kick we tried out, but it didn't work, so that's turned off. Yeah, so these all together sound like this. No, that's nothing. Yeah, and of course the thing, like in the first drop, it's also in the second drop. And all together it sounds like this. of course, extra percussion comes in, a clap comes in, this and the ride comes in. So I think that's the track. I don't know if you have got any other questions. Don't want to dive in too much right now because else we could talk for hours. Where did you get the vocal from? Internet. I think it was something like Loop Masters.
Yeah, it was Looper Master or Loop Master. And there's some question about what we use in the studio, which sound card.
We'll show them.
There it is, Babyface Pro.
Yeah.
And speakers we use these ones, vocal.
It's the Vocal CMS 65, last couple in the Netherlands. We bought these because we were at JAGGS, and he also has them, and the sound was so much better than the KR case we had, so that's why we decided to buy them as well.
And the widescreen is from LG, and there was a question also about screen.
Ja, kun je draaien? Beeld.
Oh yeah, there's a question about the master chain.
Oh, the master!
The master chain.
Let me see. Oh, it wasn't even turned on right now. The master chain. Well, what we often do is put on a reverb at first that we use to automate in the build-ups to really create that extra energy and that big kind of vibe, and we turn it off again when the drop comes in, so you really get that wow effect. And it's the same for this FAB filter Simplon, which is basically a low and high pass. We use it as a low and high pass. I can show you guys what happens. Oh, nothing happens? Well, it should. Huh? Oh shit. Sorry. It wasn't turned on. Now it is. There it goes. So it cuts off all the low frequencies in the build-up and put them back in when the drop comes in to really get more energy in the drop. Kan je hem even goed richten? EQ, boost some highs, cut off the really low frequencies. Again, a small boost at about 200 Hertz, and a small boost about 1000 Hertz. Then Maximus, which is the standard multi-band compressor in Fruity Loops. We use this mostly to boost some highs again. As you can see here is the high channel. And then we use T-Rex. I think this is one of the last projects we use T-Rex in for the mastering. And what it basically does is, this is a small EQ, but it doesn't do that much. Yeah, all settings are about 0. Then this is a compressor, and this is a brick wall limiter, so it slams in to the brick wall limiter, and that is the chain. That's our master chain.
Let's see, there's some more questions.
Kun je het beeld draaien? Of is het allemaal over het project? Of moet ik op staan?
Do you check the like for a radio edit? You kind of keep it in meters, and for an extended mix you put it all into the red.
No, not like that. What we did in this project is this is the extended mix, and here we have the radio edit. So we put it all in the same project. So if the project just needed a little bit more tweaking in some sounds, you don't have two projects that you have to tweak in. So it's all in the same project. And the mastering is the same for both of them. So it's not that we did something different for the radio edit that we did not do in the extended version.
Sumit asks us, did you apply for any classes or learn by yourselves?
We learned ourselves, you can tell them.
Yeah, we started when we were 16 or something, so just messing around in Fruity Loops. We use Fruity Loops a lot, yeah, all the time. Yeah, and it became more seriously when we made Blazin'. So we sent it to Tom and Jay when we were 18 or something, 19.
Was it? Yeah, it was a long time ago. I think it's 4 or 5 years already.
Yeah, but just messing around, watch tutorials on YouTube. Yeah, just try. That's the thing we did. But you can also take classes. I don't know. If
there are lots of classes right now. All different DJ schools and stuff like that, producer schools.
Yeah. So, more questions?
Any questions
about the project, or
how do you pick the right kicks? Do you make sure they are in the right key? Yeah, we do. For this project, we used this kick. Let me show you. Which is a kick we made a while ago. It's and it's in E, as you see. So we made this kick, and then we made sure we rendered it a couple of times in all different. Yeah, we made sure the kick was in key as well. But we were at a class Danik gave once, and he showed us a project that didn't have a key or a kick in key, and it still sounded good. So if it sounds okay, why not?
What's your favorite sidechain plugin? Asked Christopher.
Grossbeat. Yeah, Grossbeat. Standard Fruity plugin.
You can draw the lines, so it's really easy. Lucas asks, can you guys show some tricks for a pro reverb? What we did with the vocal is like swooping in the reverb, right? In the silent parts.
Yeah, the automation.
Yeah.
Yeah, for using. So the question is how to use reverb.
Yeah, for pro reverb, I guess for professional reverb or something. More tricks like.
Yeah, you can use reverb like we just showed in an automation clip. So when you have a sound playing, you turn off the reverb, and in some parts you turn on the reverb again. It gets this really extra dimension. Does that acoustic treatment really work, guys? Well, it does, yeah. But we put it in all one by one, so the difference is really little with each new piece of foam. So there's a piece of foam, but it definitely works, yeah. Do you use gated reverb? Yeah, sometimes. If it sounds good. Hey, Barcelona. More questions?
Not really.
If you have any questions for you, please ask them. Oh, the vocal LFO. Yeah. Well, Mau Gonzalez, we mostly use samples for kicks, but what we do, so we don't make them ourselves really, but we do layer them so they aren't, yeah, with top kicks or with a little bit of crunchy sound to get that extra power. So it becomes kind of an own kick, but it's not really our own kick. So somebody had a question about the vocal LFO, and that's this part. So this is Ableton. Normally we work in FL Studio, but for this we used Ableton. And why? Well, I can let you guys hear. Oh shit. One second. Yeah, there we go. So what we did is, this is the TING vocal, as you can hear, and we automated the project tempo from about 20 to 400 BPM, and then you get this effect. So we rendered this again and then put it into Fruity Loops. Where is it? Here it is. And then you get this. So,
can this be used in Fruity Loops as well?
Yeah, you have ways to do this in Fruity Loops as well. You can of course start a whole new project and then do the project tempo automation, but there is a different way to do it, and it is by using direct wave, which is this. So where's the thing? One second. So, oh shit. Here is the sample, and then you can loop it with these different settings. But let's keep the forward loop for now. You can put a set the loop start, the loop end, and then can you hold it? And then it loops like this. So direct wave is a very good plugin to create loops. And it can also pitch your sounds. Drawing the automation. Yeah, you can also draw your automation in FL Studio. Oh shit. So I can't pronounce your name. Mapner wants to hear the full song. So here it is again in the background while we answer questions.
The name of the plugin.
The name of the plugin, that was Direct Wave.
Yeah.
So what do we think of Reveal.dj? It's a really great platform, right? So Reveal does cool stuff for upcoming producers, such as the ADE label night or label conference day they did last week, which was really fun. Do you guys use a sub? No, we don't. We only have these speakers. I think we can end this live stream for now. If you have any more questions, just type them and we will try and answer them later tonight. And yeah, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, yeah, okay. Yeah, also Snapchat. It's all JAGGS Music, so facebook.com/JAGGSmusic, twitter.com/JAGGSmusic. Everything is JAGGS Music. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we hope to see you soon at one of our gigs. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching.